Hey guys, Chris Crawford here, owner at Dekhana Wellness, and today we're going to discuss training the transverse abdominal, also known as the TVA, and some people may refer to it as the lower abdominal muscle. So the importance of the TVA is it's an inner unit muscle which is used to stabilize the pelvis, and it wraps around this way along the stomach. Okay, so when lifting, it acts as your weight belt that you see a lot of people using. You actually use your transverse abdominal, and if that muscle is strong enough, it will help you and support your lower back. That way you can stay away from any injury or pain. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're really training that muscle properly, which I'm going to show you today. There's a couple ways to train it, and I like to use a blood pressure cuff, but for today I'm going to show you how to use it just to work on coordination using your hand, which most people won't have a cuff available. But in the series I'm going to do, we're going to have you show like all the entire series using the cuff. So you might want to get that. Okay, so I'll start off on the floor here. And what I'm going to do, I'll slide down. I'm going to take my hand, place it under the back, right where the belly button is, so right behind the belly button. I'm going to take 5 deep breaths. As I inhale, stomach expands, rises up. Exhale naturally comes down, just nice and relaxed, not forcing anything. So I have my hand behind my back, and it's going to give me feedback as to how much pressure I'm getting from the lower abdominals. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to inhale, exhale slowly. Now towards the end of the exhale, I'm going to join that belly button. You'll see that pelvis start to tilt back, and my back is going to flatten into my hand. Now I'm going to feel these muscles down here, the TVA muscles, start to activate. Now I'm going to relax. Exhale, join that belly button again, tilt the pelvis, and flatten the back against the hand. Now relax again. So it's important to have the hand behind the back. You don't want to flatten your back against the floor. It will put you into a flat back posture, and you get a crazy posterior tilt this way. You just want to bring your spine back into neutral by using your hand as your reference point. You maintain this pressure. I'll go for about 10-20 seconds on, and I'll rest by half the time that I was working. So if I'm doing a 10-second hold here, I'll do a 5-second rest, and go again. And just activate these muscles down here. And let's just work in the coordination of the abdominals before we go into the strengthening. And relax. You want to be able to hold this for about 2 minutes. By holding for about 2 minutes, you're going to really make sure you're getting a full stabilization effect from this muscle, because like I said, it's a pelvic stabilizer. So I'll show you with standing. A lot of people, you'll see when they stand, they have an excessive anterior pelvic tilt, which will be like this. They'll stand like this, and it will look like, take a female for example, it will look like they have a really big ass, but they don't. It's just that their pelvis is tilted really excessively. When if they bring it back to neutral, that'll be a regular shape of the ass, and they won't have much back pain going on. Or anyone that just has a lot of back pain going on, it could just be because they're standing like this, you know, just because that's how society, like that's what happens in society nowadays with diet. You know, nutrition is a big factor with lower abdominal function, because if you have any food that irritates the gut, it's gonna shut down the abdominals from functioning properly, okay? So I'll go back on the front, I'll show you an exaggerated version of this. We're on the back, and let's say my pelvis is really tilted like this, and I'm gonna use my abdominals for the breathing. Tilt the pelvis into the hand, and I'm gonna feel this entire chain all along here just activating. Again, inhale. So as I'm holding now, I'm still breathing. As I inhale, some of the pressure will release just a bit. I want to control it so I don't lose the pressure though. If I'm holding for 2 minutes, I'm not going to want to stop breathing, okay? Now relax here. So I'll give you like a little preview of how it will be if I'm going to strengthening. So that exercise I did just now with the hold is just for the coordination of the lower abdominals. So now I'll go into strengthening them. So again, I'll go join that belly button, tilt the pelvis into the hand. So now I have the pressure against the hand, and like I told you, the lower abdominal muscles, the TVA, are used to stabilize the pelvis. So now I'm stabilized, I'm in position here, and I'm gonna take a step, just like this. Come back down. Constantly breathing, not tensing up in the neck. Everything should be nice and loose up here. Not using too much of the upper abdominal. Make sure all the contraction is facilitated from the lower abdominals first, and upper abdominals may activate a bit as you're doing the strengthening. And I'll switch sides, so I'll inhale. Just watch the pelvis. And you'll see I'm holding that pelvis in place. What wants to happen is, as I step, it wants to come up and down. So let's go interior, posterior, interior, posterior. But I'm actually gonna hold it, and it's not gonna go anywhere. And this will be the phase one of the strengthening. There's a whole series of these abdominal exercises, but just starting off with the activation and then the strengthening, phase one strengthening will be tough enough for beginners or anyone that just doesn't do any type of lower abdominal training. And then you just relax and you'll take a break and then you'll go again after. So it's really important to strengthen lower abdominals, especially for people that have back pain. Because like I said, typically when someone has back pain, they're either guarding at the back, they're not using the lower abdominals properly. It's probably an imbalance with the upper abdominals and lower abdominals, which comes from, like I'll be going over it every day, a lot of crunches, right? Crunches on the floor, which throws up the entire flexor chain. It doesn't force you to use your lower abdominals to stabilize the pelvis. Just improper training, lifting too heavy before the body's actually ready for it. Using a weight belt is another way. Again, improper nutrition, eating foods that facilitate like leaky gut syndrome. And there's just so many other factors. Injury is another way that someone's lower abdominals will not function properly, where you have to retrain your lower abdominals to function properly. So there's a ton of different ways that this can happen. Feel free to ask me any questions or leave any comments that you want in the comment section below. And also visit the website, DekhanaWellness.com. Thanks.